Handong from Dreamcatcher posted a picture with a Natasha doll, and as you can see, it looks beaten up. Its face looks swollen and flattened. Of course, in usual K-pop fashion, a PR apology was posted. And I'm sorry, but I'm tired of K-pop idols acting like they have no idea what they're doing. Somehow they never know the deeper meaning behind something. Never know it was offensive, they just thought it was cute. It's like nobody ever knows anything. Korea continues to consume and profit from Black American culture. We're often praised for having the best educational systems. Yet somehow when it comes to racism, they suddenly become clueless. It's exhausting watching grown adults constantly play dumb whenever they're called out. What's even more concerning is that the Natasha dolls have already received widespread media attention, especially in China, to the point where some schools have already banned them. I've already made 2 videos discussing why these dolls are so concerning, and how disturbing it is that people are normalizing beating them, tossing them around, and dehumanizing Black people, but especially children and babies. At this point, there's really no excuse to claim you don't know what these dolls represent or why people find them harmful. The fact that you specifically bought the Black Natasha doll is concerning. It's also ironic because many Chinese consumers have openly said they won't buy the pale dolls because they feel too human. But they're perfectly fine buying and beating up the Black Natasha dolls instead. And I'm honestly not surprised because this is not Dreamcatcher's first controversy. Back in 2019, Handong was criticized after wearing a braided wig as a punishment during a game after losing. My question is, why are Black hairstyles treated like a punishment, something embarrassing, or the punchline of a joke? Back then, they apologized, promised to educate themselves and do better. Yet here we are 7 years later, with the same person involved in another controversy. So did you actually learn, or did you simply not care until you're being called out for it? And like I've said multiple times, we need to stop infantilizing Asian people because it strips away accountability. We know better. As Asians, we're incredibly protective of our history, and rightfully so. We expect people to respect our cultures and acknowledge the discrimination we face. So if we're going to immerse ourselves into Black American culture, the least we can do is learn Black history, understand why these things are harmful, and extend that same respect to Black Americans. And honestly, even beyond that, at the end of the day, we all share the same humanity. It really just comes down to respecting one another. There's no reason to be engaging in racist antics, especially when we know better.
So I live in China and people are brutalizing Black dolls. So I literally wanted to make this video just to spread some type of awareness about this situation. But trending on Chinese social media, there are literally plenty of videos of Chinese people using Black baby dolls as stress relievers. And the most cringiest thing is the fact that it's a baby. Like, why would you even think of brutalizing a baby doll? This literally looks like a baby. But I don't know, it's just become this funny trend on Chinese social media, and people, it just goes viral every time we see it. But me and my fiance have talked about it multiple times, and at first, of course, it just brings rage to our heart, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, why are they doing this, da da da, and they think it's so funny. It's not funny. But then again, we also had the conversation from the aspect of, I mean, hey, if this is the worst thing that we have to worry about while living in China, that is way simpler and easier to deal with than a lot of the BS that we deal with in the United States. So the conversation can definitely go both ways. Honestly, as a person in China, we have not seen these dolls being sold out in the public. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 it's a store on Taobao that is selling that stuff. But I promise you, my fiance, he was like, look, if I could, I would definitely buy that store out and just make them have to quit selling them. But I don't know, it's just a lot of anti-Blackness and small sorts of racism here in China. I'm not going to say like everybody's perfect and everything like that. Of course, most of the people, they are curious about us, but at the end of the day, there are people who believe and have adapted the same beliefs that have adapted in America. So yeah, it's just crazy. And honestly, if you're a Chinese person watching this, just do yourself a favor and do us a favor and actually start spreading awareness on how that is not okay. And because a lot of the Chinese people, they don't understand why people find it offensive. I don't understand why they wouldn't find it offensive, but I'm just making this video just to spread awareness about it. But at the end of the day, I'm just thankful to be able to live in a safe place like this. Yes, China is still safe. I would not say that China is not safe. There are just certain stupid trends that happen on social media. And honestly, I would rather deal with this than have to deal with any of the BS that we have to deal with in America.
Is Chinese racist? Yes, but no. And the Natasha doll is not a trend in China. So hear me out. As a Chinese living in China, I haven't heard of Natasha doll until I scrolled down TikTok today. And I searched on Chinese TikTok, there's only a few posts talking about it, and most of them is talking about how disgusting this behavior is. And I searched on Taobao, it do pop up some merchants selling it, but it's definitely not the most popular toys, and it wasn't selling for the racist purpose. They do give you options to choose the color of the door, but it was first only served as a play doll to release your pressure. Even though it's still disgusting to me, but who am I to judge? I find sex doll also disgusting, but there's a huge market for that. But as a parent of 2 kids, I have never heard of it, and it's definitely not a trend in China. From what I can see, this video can definitely spark controversy, and those people who posted the video definitely know how to play the algorithm. And then these people on social media finally got some topic to talk about that Chinese people are being so racist, because they got beat by Chinese propaganda on social media so bad, and they now barely got something to talk about. To them, now is their time to shine. But is it really fair to represent the whole China to say Chinese people are racist? But I'm Chinese, I'm not racist. So who are you to judge I'm racist or not? Do we have racist people in China? Well, for a country with 1.4 billion people, yeah, of course. But how do you define racist? Most of people in China barely see any foreigners in their life, and there's not even enough chance for them to experience the racism that people talk about in the Western world. People who are ignorant, yeah, we have a lot, but racist? It can't represent my whole race. If you're well taught under regular Chinese family and went to the Chinese school, you were taught to respect everyone, no matter what skin color you have. Yeah, you can find racists on Chinese social media for sure, but we have 1.4 billion people. And you might have no clue about how huge that number is. That 1% of 1.4 billion is 14 millions. And can we expect every person in China have a clear mind? I lived in America before. I experienced the real racism. And I know people in the US like to scream about racism every day. But when I first get there, it confused me a lot. That why you guys never solved it. But now I started to understand. The problem is, you never wanted to solve it. Those people posted Natasha doll on social media. Do they really care about racism? No, they like it. They want people to talk about it. The more people to talk about, the more hate it generates. And it will be a never-ending topic because it pushes people away, creates separation. To me, racist is never natural. It originated from ignorance and it harvested from hate. And most racist people I have met usually are the person that can easily be racist toward its own people, i.e. claim his whole race being racist. Yeah, it's your freedom to say that. But don't forget, it only brings hate towards your own people. And it will only manifesting more hate. My personal opinion, to really solve racism, go talk, go out, explore the real world, and push the communication. Ask all the people who came to China, do they feel that they got racist treatment? But I'm sure if you keep talking like Chinese people being racist, there will be more racist Chinese because the hate is originated from you. At the end of the day, we all human. You can't really love someone if you already pre-assume they are racist. And with that assumption, you just became another racist. See, it's easy to be a racist in a world full of hate. As a content creator, I hope we can all bring more love to world of hate. Please, stop the hate.
Handong from Dreamcatcher holding a racist Natasha doll. This is absolutely disturbing. A Natasha doll is a viral doll in China that people love to harm because it is black. There are many other colors of the doll, but the black one is specifically bought to beat and throw. Handong has apologized, but I will be explaining why her apology fails to be effective. In her apology, she stated, she knew the doll was something her country loves. What exactly is so loving or cute about the way her country treats this doll? The fact that she can watch viral videos like this and not see something wrong here is scary. Why specifically take a picture with the black doll that you see people from your country mistreating?
So welcome back, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I guess you're running into my videos. I hope you enjoy them. So we're looking at the trending issues about these black dolls that are stress release dolls that are made in China. They are called the Natasha dolls, and the black Americans, the average black people, do not understand why these dolls are actually trending. And some schools in China has actually banned the dolls because they don't understand what it's amusing to get these dolls, which are supposed to be stress relief dolls, people beating on them, people dehumanizing these doll like objects. And it sends a wrong message to a people who have been abused psychologically, who are going through a recovery process. It reminds people of slavery. And so this video looks at the various perspective from different people who said that people are just trying to jump into the new trends to spend racism across borders. Others are just saying they're making too much of the issue. But from my own personal opinion, I think that the decision that was taken by the Chinese government in response to this Natasha doll is quite commendable. Some of the schools, yes, there are things that are subject to abuse and may not be the general opinion or view of everyone. So it is wrong to wake up to generalize and say every Chinese is this way or every Asian is this way based on what one or two bad eggs has done. So, but nevertheless, let us join in the conversation. Let's know what your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification